Okay, I'm live. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Today, we're talking about how to embody the richest version of yourself. Um, I am really excited about this. This is kind of a part two to the video that I did about a week ago um, about just allowing yourself and trusting yourself to be rich. So I want to talk about, just really embodying that and bringing it within to yourself. Because it's one thing to like talk about something and to like have these thoughts and to be able to intellectualize it, but it's an entirely different thing in order to actually embody that. I want to make sure my sound is actually working. I really have no way of knowing that until I finish this. So I'm hoping that, here we go, let me bring my mic a little closer just in case. We're kind of DIYing these live streams, and it's going to get better and better. So I have two main points, and one is that all things are connected. So money, health, relationships, everything in the vision that you may have of how to have a good life, it's all connected. There's no subjects that are separate. So the subject of my health is not really necessarily different than the subject of my money, which is not really different than the subject of my relationship. Our human mind, we compartmentalize things and we put things into categories, but it's all really one subject. So that's the first point, is just to have this foundational understanding that it's all one subject. It's all one thing. So if you make improvements in one area, it's going to trickle down into other areas. And the second thing is really about surrounding yourself with mentors, teachers, and environments that inspire abundance, that inspire you to that level of embodiment, to that frequency, that state of mind, that ongoing mood that allows those things to come in. So, personal story, I am a yoga teacher here in Houston, Texas, and I started my yoga teacher journey in 2023. And then in 2024, I started teaching part-time. And then this year, 2025, I'm starting to explore a new format which combines yoga and strength training. And it's so interesting, my trajectory on my fitness journey. I've said this, I'm not sure if I did say this, but in 2018, I made a powerful intention within myself to only focus on two things: my money and my body. And it's so interesting that I'm recording this because I know that both of those things, those goals, have worked in tandem with each other, worked in connection with each other. And as I advanced in one area, the other area advanced. And as I advanced more in that area, this advanced. And so my money and my health, my financial wellness and my physical wellness, well-being, they've all kind of worked together. And so in this year, I've decided to take on this new thing of being a, fitness instructor slash yoga teacher, because the vibe of them is honestly kind of different. And what I've noticed myself doing is like I've been going to lots of different classes to really kind of learn this, because I know that for me, embodiment is everything. So not only am I wanting to embody wealth consciousness when it comes to how do I earn more here, how do I hold more money, and how do I spend money with ease, and how do I just make everything related to my finance really easy. That's an embodiment journey. And I know that when it comes to me branching out into something very new and very fresh, such as learning how to teach yoga and incorporate strength training, it's just an embodiment thing. And I know that I'm going to ultimately release some of the pressure to know things, because this whole channel is about financial literacy and building authentic wealth in all areas. And so the authentic version of me that shows up, that's the one that's going to be lit on fire. That's the one that when I show up to the class with students that are coming in wanting to have a good workout, that's the version of me, that version of me that's embodied, that version of me that it's just like within me. It's just something that almost comes second nature. It's something that I am, what's the word? It's like unconsciously competent. Yeah, so it's that unconsciously competence that is embodiment. So right now, it's not necessarily embodied because I have to be very thoughtful because I'm such in the early stages of it. I have to be very thoughtful. It's not quite embodied. It's here. It's like I know what the general flow is going to be like. I've been to lots of these different styles of classes, but it's not quite in me, right? So there's and it's a journey, right? So I'm going to um, just kind of take it really slow with myself. And really, the key to that is just repetition. It's just doing it. Even me coming up here on live is something that I am working to embody because I know that I have this really grand vision of just being able to share with my extended family, the soul tribe, the group of people that are being called to this YouTube channel to learn and grow together, right? Part of my vision for that is to be able to show up and just live stream and just talk and just have a conversation and it feel really natural and really just moving thought beyond when it comes to the subject of really our life, but specifically focused on wealth and financial abundance and those sorts of things. So the first step of just really embodying it is knowing that I'm not separate from any of these things, right? So I'm not separate from uh, like like I know that in order for me to really tap into the version of myself that I see when I see me doing this class and I see me really delivering the performance, so to speak, or the environment or the experience that I really want to deliver, I get to use the other things that I'm already embodied in to be able to help me advance in that. So if one area of my life over here is going really well, um, it behooves me to double down in my thinking about this and my appreciation of this other area of life that I'm really good at, that I'm such a natural in, that comes so easily to me. I'm going to celebrate how well I'm doing in that area. And I'm going to know that the version of me that shows up that's really powerful gets to show up in this other area that's brand new. Right. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is, like I said, surrounding yourself with mentors, coaches, teachers that inspire you, that are leading the life that you ultimately want to live. I just checked my notes here. And when it comes to money and growing financially, like when I made that declaration and I literally wrote it down in my journal in 2018, and honestly, the backstory of that is that I was dealing with a lot of internalized homophobia, just not enjoying who I was as a person, not liking how I was showing up in my everyday life. And I knew I was just ready for a complete change. And I knew that there just had to be a different version of me that showed up ultimately. And so the thing that came to me immediately was that, okay, these are the two things that I'm going to improve, and then everything else will follow. Right. So again, my money and my body, my financial well-being, my physical well-being. Um, and I surrounded myself really in a virtual setting through watching a crap ton of YouTube videos with different coaches and mentors. And it's really just about getting in touch with the way of thinking, the mindset, the thought process. I have been obsessed with Abraham Hicks for the last 6 years. Um, the way they just explain things and the way they just come from life and consciousness and thought from an angle that is very refreshing to me and so different from the environment that I grew up with, where there's lots of rules and there's right and wrong, and you need to work your ass off, and there's lots of responsibilities, and there's no pain without gain, and you need to hustle. And if you don't uphold your end of the bargain, then you're screwed. And everything that you think you want, you're not getting it because you haven't earned it, because you don't deserve it, because you're not worthy. And then for me, when I compounded all of that with this idea that, hey, also keep in mind, if you're gay, it's It's not like that's not happening. The whole like church 3 days a week growing up, and then even in college, and there was just it was almost like a laser beam of conversation that was like coming right towards me all the time, never ending, suggesting that if you're gay, you're wrong, right? So like this big, like imagining like a big soup of just really effed up way of thinking, right? And so when I discovered someone like Abraham Hicks that said all is well, and you are the creator of your reality, and your role in this is to find a way to chill. Your role in being a conscious creator of your reality is to find a way to relax. It's to find a way to accept that what has already manifested is actually in the past, and you get to create your reality right now. And how you do that is through your mood. How you do that is through your attitude. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating. I have a link in the description, a training that talks about the top 3 mistakes that keep gay men stuck financially, and how to go about that, how to go about embodying the wealthiest version of you. The fact of the matter is there are crap tons of money that is flowing throughout the economy, being exchanged, being traded every day. And so it's not that there is no money out there. And a lot of times I've been noticing, especially in social media, there's this ongoing conversation that, oh, there's a recession, and oh, there's this, and oh, the job market sucks, and oh, it's really hard for this, and and it's like the employees of the world are suffering at the hands of the employers, and there's this kind of hatred for people that have money, and there's just a lot of scarcity consciousness. But meanwhile, there's plenty of money out there, plenty of money. And it is your job, if you want to tap into that, to change your way of thinking, because money, if it hears your internal conversation that says that, for example, billionaires are bad, or that having money is wrong, or or anything that's like just weird like that where you're projecting this ongoing perspective that it's wrong to have money, or there's not enough of it, then money will honor your vibrational request, and it will not necessarily hear what you're saying, because you might be saying out loud, yeah, I want more money, I want a better job, like I want a business, a thriving business, I want investments that pay dividends and dividends and dividends, right? But it's not hearing what you say, it's hearing how you think, and it's hearing how you vibrate, and it's hearing how you be. And so part of your journey to create wealth in an authentic way is to get really, really honest with yourself. Really, really honest with yourself. Really, really raw, really, really clear, and bring it out into the open. So now that you can analyze it. Have you ever what's her name? Byron Katie. She has what's called The Work, and taking those questions. So if I have the thought that it's wrong to be a billionaire, I'm going to set that out for inquiry. So it is wrong to be a billionaire. Is that true? And really sitting with yourself and finding not going right for the immediate answer as you sit with that question, but really going deep within yourself to understand your actual truth, right? Because growing up, we might hear that this is wrong, and we've got the opinions of so many people, and we've got the opinions of just years and years of what other people have told us is right. And so having that money come to you in an easier way starts with step 1 of you sitting with your beliefs one by one and really taking them to inquiry. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for tuning in. Comment, replay, or just tell me something in the comments. This is a lot of fun. I'm going to keep doing this. This is just how I really want to show up. I've been creating content for a while on TikTok, and with the TikTok ban, I'm really kind of craving this way of showing up in a way that feels really natural, feels really authentic. So if there are things that you want me to talk about in these lives, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.